Hello everyone, my name is Mayur Sapkade. Our project name is Quack Report. This is an Android application. We are doing this project using the Android Studio, using the Java language, and we are also using the Web API. Well, API stands for Application Programming Interface. It's like one software product allows you to use data and services in the another software product. So I will take you through the code. This is a project. So here you can see there are four main Java classes. These are the four main Java classes. I will take you through them one by one. First, we will start from Earthquake. Quick. Hmm. This is the simple Java class, which we are using this class to store the information about each earthquake. Here there are four major variables: magnitude, location, date, and URL. And these are some getter methods to access this information outside the class. Uh, you can see here the date it is in the form of long variable because it will the API will return the date in the Unix time, so it will be a very large number. We have to store in the long variable, and this is the constructor of the class. So the next class is data adapter, and this class is responsible for to fetch and display the list of earthquakes in the list view. As you can see, the data adapter class extends the array adapter class. Because array adapter can display only one text blocks, but we want to display different types of information. That's why we have to use this customized data adapter. We have to override getView method from array adapter class. This method is responsible for the display of views. And following are the methods that we are using to format the information to display it on the user interface. Next class is queryutils.java. This class is mainly responsible for all JSON responses we are getting from the USGS Web API to parse it into the our data types values. It means this class is used for JSON parsing. First method, extract features from JSON. This first method, extract features from JSON. This method will traverse through JSON responses and extract the earthquake information like magnitude, location, time, and etc. and return it in the list and returns the list of the earthquakes objects. And there are few more methods which like create URL returns the URL object from the given string URL. This method is used for HTTP request to given URL to return a string response. Last but not the least, a quick activity.java. This class will be automatically generated by the Android Studio. On-create method, the execution starts. You can see a global variable which is private static final string variable, and this is the request URL which will be accessed and return the earthquake data. Here you can see we have uh, we have set the minmax equal to 6. Minmax means minimum magnitude, so it will return the earthquake which has minimum magnitude 6. Here in onCreate method, we are setting the adapter. We are setting the adapter to the list view so that list can be populated in the user's interface. We have set the on item click listener on the list view. So if any item from the list view is clicked, it will be intent to the URL of that particular earthquake. We are using the async task class. As we know, we can't execute the our networking code on the main thread. So async task is used to run the particular code or particular statements on the background. So do in background or do post execute methods are the methods of the async task class. So this is a project, and uh, let me show you our layout list view. So this is the XML code which are used to display the each item of the list. So it will look like this. I will run project after that to confirm. And this is the basic list view implementation. I will run the project now.
Our project work is almost done, but there are few changes left on which we are working. Like before the list appears, it takes few seconds. We want to display some message to the user like please wait, loading app or app is fetching data. So this is our project. After launching the app, it shows the latest earthquakes list which happened anywhere in the world with some information like magnitude, location and time of the earthquake. After clicking the item from the list, it will take you to USGS website if you want to see more detailed information about earthquakes. We are doing these projects in Java using the USGS site API. Thank you.